Hey, Siley. Hey.
Uh,
How are you?
I'm doing good. Just decompressing from people. My son calls it de-peopling when you go out in public and you're just done with people. So
I'm depeopling all the time, so
yeah, we
hi,
feel that.
Robin. Hey, Trish.
Hi guys.
Hello, hello. Yeah, sorry, it was my fault. We were late. I was rushing to get upstairs.
Funny, you don't look Russian.
uh, can
Oh,
someone share
somebody
to
else
Telegram if they
texted
have not done so yet, please?
me. Went to the train show. I get you there. We were at an aquarium today. My son loves penguins, so for his birthday this year, we did a penguin encounter where we got to go into a room where they had African penguins from South Africa. So there's 11 penguins that all they do is get to see people all day.
That's so cool.
So it was pretty sweet. So
Hi, Sophie.
hi Sophie, hi Shell. Well, hello Miss Becca.
Thank you for sharing the live. Oh
Yeah, he
man.
was super excited for the penguins. It was pretty neat. So
Did you get to like hold them and pet them and stuff, or you just were in the room with them?
well, they come up to you because they're kind of used to that, and they kind of peck at the boots that they give you, or and then like they kind of call them donkey penguins because they sound like they're braying like donkeys. So they were like right up against our legs and like kind of vibrating. And then they bring
Yeah,
one of them around, and then you can kind of like just gently pet them a little bit because the trainers obviously are very familiar with them. So,
yeah,
but
that's cool.
so yeah, it was definitely worth it. He was excited about that for sure. So
That's awesome. The
yeah.
aquarium here has penguins, but I don't know if they have any like interactive experiences and stuff like that, but they are very cute.
Well, he ended up the he's not really a needy kid. Like he doesn't always ask for a lot of stuff. But we went to the gift shop when we were done, and he ended up picking a stuffed penguin to bring home.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
They give rocks their favorites. Yeah, that's cute.
yeah. Hey, just like the Nature Direct Co guys do.
Hi, Courtney.
Hey, Courtney. Where's the magnets? Well, they're
Stop it.
not
Give him
anywhere
like
but
two
here.
minutes.
They're not anywhere else.
Too funny. Thank you, Siley. Well, I'm ready to start whenever you are. I was just going to give people like a minute to kind of hop on in.
Yeah, no problem. I don't have everything that I normally have now, but I have my magnets. And I did bring my Shiva with me, so I've got my Shiva Lingam. And then I
Well, I'll
went to
grab
coffee this morning with a friend of mine, and she gave me this little ghost, and I'm not sure what he's made of, but she said
That's
that
cute.
he wanted to come home with me, so she gave me this as a little gift. So he is a crystal of some kind, but I'm not sure what he is.
It might be some kind of like agate
It could
skull
be.
thing.
He's got some other little like composites inside of him, and
Is it like a flower agate?
maybe that would make sense if you look at him like kind of this angle. You can see the
Yeah, that's cute though.
shenaniganite. It says Trieg.
That's shenanigan.
That's right.
I'll grab my Shiva Wiva. Okay.
Yeah, Aaron, that might be a dendritic agate. I'm not sure. She said that she's a little bit more into the esoterics like we are, and she said that her crystals just that one said you got to go with Jim today.
Yeah.
So well, there's an expert right there. Says it's probably a flower
Yeah.
agate, so I'll go with the ones that know. So, uh, but he's really cute. So
It is very cute. Case
what's
in
the
point.
you
Yeah.
already had you missed the opening dad joke of the night. Nicole said she
I was
was Russian to
rushing.
get here, and I said you don't look Russian to me.
Shiva Liva
Shiver
Ding
with a
Dong.
ding dong. I love it. They moved back the camera just a little bit. There, I'm at my mom's house, so it's not my normal surrounding. So,
Great. I
so there
got
might
some
be a lady
sewing.
walk. If a lady walks by, there's not a ghost in the house. My mom has to fold some laundry. So,
Does that mean today's gonna be PG?
Well, I'll do the best I can. Hey, Sarah, how you doing?
Hi, Sarah. All right, guys, you know the drill. If you want to consent for some general Reiki healing, type in the comments, sing it yourself, say it out loud, whatever you're most comfortable with. Make sure you have water, tea, something to hydrate as well. And because we're early enough in the day, I don't think anyone's really going to fall asleep to this. So we'll skip the
No,
phone to
I don't
please.
think anybody falls asleep to what we do anyway. So
Yeah. And I'm sorry, my kid's going in and out, so Ziva's going to be barking in the background a little bit.
that's all right. It's part of the chaos that fits what we do. So
Yeah, she's saying hi. All right, let's go ahead and start. Don't underestimate the power of Reiki.
right.
Hi, Jason.
Hey, Jason. Ooh, there it is. Feels like I'm getting like sacral root again for everybody tonight. Like I got a tingle in my crown when I kind of got down about to that area there. So that's kind of what it
Yeah,
feels like for me. But yeah.
there it is.
Party on, party people. Ooh, there it is. I could bring a little joy into the world just with the way I laugh, Sarah. Then I'm having a good day. So hi, Gwen.
Hi, Gwen. Hi, Rocky.
Don't be long, Beck. I'm sure we'll find something to bust a gut about.
He's got the magnets ready. Oh, we'll
Uh-oh.
definitely send some to Mr. Rocky.
You betcha. Can you please answer your phone, Mom?
Call from Lebanon,
Hey, Donna.
Hi, Donna. Well, good luck with the move, Donna. I don't know if you have any music playing, but I have. She always has classical playing in the backgrounds. If anybody hears music, it's just some classical that she's got playing.
I don't even try to put it on anymore when there's two of us because it always gets like that crackly sound.
Let me see, Sophie. I guess now because I'm obviously channeling for more people, I get like bigger. I don't know, bigger is the term I want to use, but like I could feel like there was a lot of like need for like clarity in like the lower chakras and this, and so I get more tingles in my head. And then also because it's distance, like because I started using my legs as proxy, I get physical symptoms from where my clients actually have need for healing. So I had a friend that she was having dental work done, and I like my thigh because I was using my right leg as kind of like the upper part of her body. It started cramping, almost felt like it was on fire. So I get a lot more physical symptoms now. Would probably be what I'm noticing for me anyway. But
Yeah.
I've got this amazing distance Reiki board, you guys, from this awesome company out of South Carolina, and I'm going to incorporate that into my Reiki more. So maybe I won't feel those physical symptoms quite so much. So
Uh,
So if you're
Hi,
looking for a
Carrie.
distance Reiki board, I know somebody that can probably help y'all out. So
Mine's behind me somewhere.
I wasn't sure how that color would come out, the one I picked, but it was perfect. It was like exactly what I expected. So it was
That's
really
my
cool.
favorite color.
Yeah, it was wonderful. I was like, that's exactly what I was hoping it would be, kind of like reminiscent of the ocean or
Yeah.
so. Yep, for sure. Hi, Bella. Oh, thank you. My Sasquatch Patrol shirt. My brother-in-law bought that for me because we live up in Michigan, and he got it for me when he and my sister went up to Pictured Rocks up in Munising.
I'll try putting, they said they can't hear, but I'll try putting some of my music on, but I make no promises. That's how it sounds.
So Becca says, tell my Reiki master she's awesome as could be. So, hey, Nicole, you're as awesome as can be.
Right back at you.
Yeah, you'd feel it too, Sophie, the physical part. Yep. Hmm.
Hide and seek champion.
I have a sticker on my vehicle that has it. It's like Bigfoot is the world hide and seek champion. And back during the height of COVID, there was a one of the virtual running companies had like Bigfoot's like the hide and seek champion 5K, and it was all like the shirt had like Bigfoot carrying a roll of toilet paper because remember when you couldn't buy toilet paper for a while, so he had a roll of toilet paper and he was running through the
I've
woods.
seen that one before.
Yeah, there's prep,
Uh,
hi prep.
Hi, Prep.
Oh yeah, Sherry, that's obviously where most people consider is Pacific Northwest, but Michigan is known for both Bigfoot and for what's known as the Dogman. So we have quite a few cryptids that are said to have habitat in both the Upper and Lower Peninsula of Michigan too. So what are we having, Filey? I see you just ordered dinner. Well, Carrie Ann, I don't know if you ever heard of a woman named Linda Godfrey. She kind of became the expert on the Beast of Bray Road and the Wisconsin and the Michigan Dogman. I got to meet her a couple times. She's really was a neat lady. She just passed away late last year, but Chili's is always good. I've been eating all the local foods. I'm back home in Cincinnati, so I've been getting all the local restaurants that I can't get where I live in Michigan. So you know how it is where you grow up somewhere and like you just get a taste for what
Yeah,
you're used to, and none of what I'm used to at home is well. One thing is no, two. I take that back. I can get Skyline chili at the grocery store and I can get homemade ice cream, but I can't get any of the other stuff that I usually get back home. So
gotta get it while you can.
exactly. Mm, excuse me.
Thank you, Sophie.
Don't tell Becca. You guys are such a trip. I love it. Here, hold on a second, Carrie. Let me get them. Oh, there they are.
Here we go. How long have we been on?
Everybody was
Sorry.
asking, so I had to make it look like where I got them. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. Jaden said, oh, no, not the magnets.
Thank you, Sullivan.
Sneezing? That could be a release, sure. I mean, we get burping, so why not sneezing?
We did it.
I think your backdrop's a lot prettier than mine. I could show I
It
got a
wasn't
bunch of old
until
German
recently.
German plates. I think those are the German plates are, but now it's the Wizard of Oz up there. So I got Wizard of Oz plates behind me. Eat myself sick on authentic. Yeah, exactly, Trish. You got to have the real stuff. Yeah. Wow. It kind of is, Sophie, because I'm supposed to do 100 days of distance healing. So I've been trying to keep track of the ones where I go live with Nicole, or I do the lives that I do personally, as well as the individual sessions I do. So it is, in a way, part of that process towards cert completion for sure.
Yeah, it counts.
And I can't imagine having a better tutor than having my master with me in the session. So if I'm doing it wrong, she can say, that's really not where you're supposed to put your hands. So, and that's definitely not where you're supposed to put the magnets. So.
Those are not part of a certified Reiki course, for the record.
Yeah. I don't even think that's warrior Reiki. I don't know which one that is. It's like that's astrological Reiki, right? Because you're putting them in Uranus.
I knew you were going to say that.
Like wrecked him. I just met him.
Yeah, it's the normal Reiki. We're past that.
Max is dead over there. Or is it Max today, Max? Who's with us today? I raised the vibration, Gwen, just with my jokes alone. So
healing humor.
if you haven't stopped yet, folks, make sure you get your hydration break in. Oh, I got to drive back home tomorrow. 9 hours.
9 hours. Ugh, that stinks.
Well, last year we did a trip from northern Michigan to DC, so now anything less than that seems like a short trip. So,
hi, Janet.
Hello. Do we want to switch to something else? So I kind of go with what you got.
What do you want to switch to?
So I've got the Shiva. I've got that. I guess it must be a flower agate, my ghost, and then I've got the magnets. We'll probably save the magnets for last.
I'll use the Shiva too.
Okay. Janet. I love it.
Buckle up,
Jerry
Janet.
Joke Master, person after my own heart right there. I'm still getting used to having to try to keep my hands on the screen so people know what I'm doing. I'm not flipping you guys off camera, I promise. Mine looks like an acorn. Well, I can flip it around.
Hey, Mona.
Hi, Mona. Hi, Trish.
You make anything good today, Mona?
When does she not, though?
I know. This is true.
When we finally have the Nicole Reiki Healing retreat, we know who's going to be making the food for everybody. I think it's going to have to be in the South because most of y'all are down there. It's like the few of us that are up here are going to have to come your way, which I ain't complaining.
Yeah.
I won't have any problem with that.
I'm very touristy. There's a lot of beach here. We can all enjoy.
Well, we could go a little bit far, like make you guys come a little bit our way. Maybe go like to Gatlinburg or something, That'd be kind of cool.
Yep.
Get a cabin up in the mountains there.
I used to go to Maine every single year for vacation.
That's on my list. There's a lot of beautiful places up there, I know for sure. Yeah, we do have a couple folks that come and join us from across the ocean there. It might be a little bit of a hike for a few of y'all. Mountain time zone. Well, I have a lot of people in Colorado I need to come visit, Trish. So if I'm already that far, Utah's out not that much farther. So trying to decide if your Shiva Lingam's bigger or if my hands are just bigger.
This one's pretty big.
Yeah, it must be because this isn't a very big one. It's
Well,
so cool
next
though.
to my bracelet.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But when I first got this one, the way that it never seems to coordinate with like the ambient temperature. Like if it's cold out, it's hot, and when it's hot out, this is cold. It's really kind of cool.
I have a little baby one too. Hold on, I'll show you my baby one. It's itty bitty
Hmm.
baby. Gotta find it in the container. Are you ready?
Yep.
Mama, baby.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's quite a difference. It's cute. I love the stripes in that one though.
My sister got me this one. She brought it back from Nepal.
Oh no,
And I
that's
was like,
awesome.
I told her I wanted one. I was like, this one's kind of small. So cute though.
It probably shrank when it went through customs. It got smaller. Okay, 5 hours from Denver is not bad then, Trish, because that's where my people are, like Denver, Colorado Springs. So, got a good friend that's a paramedic and a paranormal investigator up that way. My wife has a couple friends from college that are up that way. I know what you did there. I know what you did there.
Actually, you don't know that one yet.
Oh man, I thought I was all excited here.
It looks like another one, but you don't know that one yet.
All right, well, I got to finish my 100 days then. That would be kind of cool though if you had your students like watch us live and then like do a little like quiz for us after.
Like
Like, did you
pop
guys see
quiz.
these symbols? Yeah. Which symbols did Nicole use in today's session?
I don't know if they look backwards to you or not when I'm live, or if they look normal.
Remember you're not mirrored when I'm looking at you now. Like you and I both have our left hands on my left side the way I'm looking at it here, so we're
Yeah,
not mirrored. So they would look probably normal to me.
normal.
But if they didn't, I mean, considering which symbol you're doing, the reverse would still be correct. It's just
Yeah.
I've started doing that now when I do my sandwich, I do actually do the reverse on my tail end there now.
Yeah.
So yeah. Like watching a tennis match.
Wait, I'll hand you the Shiva.
Ready? Oh, got it. We definitely do that with the magnets. We'd be like, here you go. Here's a magnet.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
we can get in trouble with that.
I could take it and you'd be like, whoop.
I was thinking it, but I wasn't going to say it.
Well, if anybody's going to say it, it's going to be me. If y'all are thinking it, Jim's going to say it. There it is, Trish. The wheeze came out.
I forgot to bring my inhaler with me.
Yeah, mine's upstairs too. Whoops. I'm getting hot though. We actually had a good question here. Let's see. There
I
was.
can't even see. My eyes are watering so much.
Can you feel in your body if you're doing something wrong with the energy? No. I mean, from my perspective, you go where you're guided. So I don't think that we're necessarily doing anything wrong with the energy. but we might feel physical effects if the person, maybe is resistant to receiving. So I don't know if that makes sense, but if they don't want it, or if their higher self doesn't consent, for those that can't consent on their own, then you might feel that. I would say, at least that's my
Yeah.
my take on it.
We already got filtered in the chat. I'm not
Uh-oh.
surprised.
I'm just waiting
I
for
saw
my
someone
FYP
say the
now that
magic because I didn't know they needed it.
now that you said you're going to tag me in all those videos. I'm waiting to see what my FYP turns into.
I forgot to send you the other one. It was a doozy.
But that first one with that girl and said the witchy one, I was like,
That was
whoop,
PG compared to the other one I got.
that's fair. That's fair. Reiki in Hawaii, man, I can't even imagine how powerful that would be.
That'd be awesome.
That would just the amount of natural energy that you would channel with that would just be mind blowing. Becca, I'm not sure until one of us gets tired, I guess.
Or falls out of the chair.
Right. I can't do distance paramedicine though. I can't come pick y'all up. I don't know. Maybe I could use the force. I could just be. There you go. Hey, now it looks like we're mirrors. Whoop, 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 whoop. We'll switch hands there a little bit.
You know how to call 911.
What's the number for 911? I don't know. I don't have an 11 on my phone, so.
I did survive, Max. Thank you.
618, huh? What's 999? I think in England they make it pretty easy, and in Germany it's 112. I think I'm hearing my mom's cat breathing. Does Jinx wheeze sometimes, Mom? Okay. Even she's wheezing from all the energy. I'm gonna have to look into getting a larger one. I really like the look of that one. Like I said, this one spoke to me
Finally
when I
sent him
got it
this
for
one.
sure. Mm-hmm.
Finally, where'd you get this one? Finally sent me that and the lapis.
Oh, okay. I love lapis too. That's a great one for that, and that azurite, I think, was the one that I liked that you had the
Yeah.
other day. I've got one coming from the boys. My first package from the boys is on the way. So
Awesome.
it's not the size of the Shiva; it's how you use it, right, Gwen?
Yeah, we're making them on at this point.
It's like they're just like they're my front people. They're setting me up. I need a larger size. Yeah, sometimes it's the same old size just doesn't work. You need to go a step up a little bit, you know? Becca, you're just trying to get us in trouble.
Thank you, Filey. To be fair, all crystals speak to me.
Right.
I
Fair
haven't
enough.
had a quiet one yet.
Yeah. Sometimes they have to hit me in the head to listen, but yeah. Excuse me. Oh, we've just had a request for a weekly healing and humor.
We can definitely make that happen.
I'm off every Sunday, so this is the best day on my end, really.
I'm going to start doing Sundays now, so there you go.
Perfect. That'll give me time to invest in a few more. Did I tell you that I decided to start using a wand for my cleansing?
No.
I actually have a beach wand that I bought at a esoteric shop. It has
Yeah,
Viking runes on it.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I started using it with my last live last time, and people thought it was pretty cool. So,
Well, I can't wait to
I,
see now.
yep, I'll have it for you. So, but of course, I didn't bring it on this trip. I wasn't sure if I was going to need my crystals or not, but at least I brought a few things. So,
Yeah.
one powerful beach, says Prep.
So, Huntress, there are times where if I see a crystal and I'm always trying to behave and not buy it, and I just like I can't get it out of my mind, like I'm constantly thinking about it. Like to me, that's a sign that there's a reason I'm being so powerfully drawn to it.
Mom, how are you right now? My friend wants to know how you're doing. How you're doing? Yep. She said, "How's Mom, Jim?"
Doing fine.
She's doing fine, Prep. She just finished eating a little light dinner and she's just reading a book or something. Or she's probably watching Steve Harvey videos on Facebook.
Can't beat
That's
that.
what, that's what my mom does. She likes watching those, like those Family Feud clips off of
Yeah,
the.
those are so funny.
Yeah. Does Mom ask about Reiki? Mom doesn't know much about Reiki, and I think it's almost a generational thing. Because I've talked about it with other people from her age, and they're not as familiar with it. You know, you've got a little bit of the
Yeah.
age difference with that because it's become a lot more common, and even like Nicole, just since you started,
Oh,
that
for
more
sure.
people know
Social
about it.
media
So,
like really opened it up for people.
yeah. So, hi, Sunshine.
Hey, sunshine. Yeah, Huntress Amethyst is my go-to always as well.
Well, Carrie and I had a few in-person adjustments or healings before I got onto this with Nicole, but I gotta be honest with you guys, I gotta credit the Pandy with why I'm actually even on TikTok. I was one of those that was looking for something more positive after all the negativity that I had with my people on a certain other social media, that platform that we will leave nameless at this time, Facebook. But Ahem. But I found so much more joy and positive people when I switched over to doing this. So I was definitely glad that I found this as opposed to what I was dealing with on my other platforms that I'm on.
Yeah, same.
Do you have a Facebook even, Nicole, or is there somebody using your pictures?
I do, but I am like never on it. I maybe once a month and that's it.
Okay, well, I just want to make sure because there was one.
I'm trying to step away from it.
Okay, but there's a picture of you and Rosalie. That's why I wanted to make sure it wasn't like somebody that was masquerading as you on there.
Oh,
So
no, yeah, it's me.
okay. Well, Sophie, I had so many people that, especially when this thing started, and people like me on the front lines were doing what we could to not bring stuff home to our family, and then they would just like, "Oh, well, I don't care, it's my right," and blah 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 blah. I'm like, come on, I'm all about the
Yeah,
freedoms that we have in our country, but they come with responsibility, and you know, good citizenship is an important part of what I feel we have as part of what we do here in our country. So if you don't want to be a good citizen, then well, I'm blessed to be have the calling, and I will say that I've tried to incorporate a little bit, but it's kind of low key the Reiki into my what I do at work because I don't really know that that's like something that is encouraged in EMS. But
yeah.
like if I've done everything else I can for the patient, I'll try to talk to their higher self and say, hey, do you mind if I send you a little bit of energy? And so I might have always been channeling and not knowing that's what I was doing.
There's a lot of healthcare professionals that do Reiki for that purpose too.
Mhm. Sure. Oh, I'm sure of that. It's a good compliment
Hmm.
for that. Oh, Trish, I know. I know. It why we all can't just take a minute and empathize with everybody else and just say, hey, it is what it is. It's like, where were we at? There I go dropping stuff already. Somewhere I was with a server, and I just said, you are not going to get any complaints out of me. I'm going to be nothing but patient because I know what y'all are going through. And if we need something, we'll just ask. So let's just simmer down. I used to be a believer that everybody should work a busy rush at a restaurant as a waiter or waitress, and a Christmas season in retail.
I've done both.
And I've done both also, and that's why I think that is.
Yeah, that's why I'm very patient.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so I knew Sophie would pick up what I was laying down there with it. Okay, the famous singer, the 70s singer. How would her name appear in the phone book? Last name Summer, first name Donna. Summer Donna. That was a bit on SNL. So Summer Donna. So are we really channeling, or am I just telling bad jokes now? Because I still feel energy moving. I'm just teasing, but
I'm feeling it.
Well, I'm going to take a hydration break, folks.
Sounds like a plan.
How are you getting tired, Sunshine? We're just laughing our butts off here. And okay, this coffee talk. We just have coffee and talk. No big whoop. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Rhode Island is neither a road nor an island. Discuss. That used to be one of my favorites. Is the Linda Richfield ones. She had Barbara Streisand on there and Madonna and Tootses the driving cat. Oh my gosh, Phil Hartman and Victoria Jackson in the car, and he'd always drive off the cliff. Barbara, she's like butter. I'm gonna bring my little ghosty out now and see what he does for us here.
Trying to see where my agate is.
How do you send energy? It's all about intention.
I'm going to use my sunstone moonstone. Can't find my
Cool.
agate.
Well, that's perfect. Oh, Toons is the driving cat. Yeah, some of our stuff doesn't translate. I picked up a couple magnets today. I took a friend out for the one that gave me this. Took her up for coffee, and we found a magnet that says, "I love telling the young folks that I was one of them old people born in the 1900s." Because we are technically.
Yep, it is true.
It weren't that long ago, but for them, it's like, oh, wow. Did y'all have color back then? Color TVs and I was scrolling through the FYP the other day, and somebody pulled out like a 3.5-inch floppy disk. Why do you have the save icon 3D printed?
Yeah. I've seen ones like that.
The
other thing is, they test people when they say, like, if you're talking on the phone, do you go like this or do you go like this? Like, how do you hold the phone when you're talking? And like kids go like this because they're holding a cell phone, but like I go like this because I'm thinking of like the old handheld.
I'm stuck. I'm attached to the wall. I can't
but
go nowhere.
Younger kids go like this. I'm like, that feels so weird.
Yep. He's kind of cute. I like him.
He needs a name.
Maybe we can get one from the crowd. I can't say that anybody said they feel the energy healing during like an assessment, but I've been blessed in my career that most people have not had, like, even on a bad day, like people have usually been pretty chill with me. So maybe I've always been channeling a little bit of energy, so.
George, Gerald, Jared.
I think it's something to do with it being a flower agate, something like Agamemnon or something, maybe. I like that. That's a big one. Ghost bird. Oh, there we go. Ghost bird. I think Shell, I'm gonna go with that. Ghost bird. Woo! Mm, mm, mm. Casper's always good too. Casper kind of was the first one that came to mind, you know.
Okay,
I
take
had
away
both.
the C and then
Asper.
break out the magnets.
Okay, I think we're gonna have to go with Asper. Asper's magnet ghost.
You need the bacon? No, I don't know if I think I put the bacon away.
Asper the ghost. There it is. Ghost bird Asper. Now somebody's sharing a live video with me. I wonder if they're sharing my own video with me. I'm already on that one. Excuse me. Becca says she's not feeling not just the crystal or the whole channeling, Becca. Because I definitely feel it moving.
Keep in mind, if you're not feeling it physically, it could just be more of like a mental or emotional healing too.
Well, you based on how the couple weeks you've had, Becca, you probably need that anyway. The more the emotional and mental than
Yeah.
anything. Yeah, that could be. You're probably going to have an emotional release later, Becca. I wouldn't be surprised. So, yeah, I'm feeling it. It's going kind of around my third eye is where I'm feeling the energy moving right now.
I'm feeling my throat right now.
Hmm.
Y'all are not broken. You're just healing differently.
Yeah, that's true, Prep. You if you actually had to position your hands to receive the energy, that's a good point. We're all special, Sophie. That's why we're here together.
Hey, Alicia.
Hi, Alicia.
Yes, not broken, becoming.
There you go.
Stay safe, Gwen.
Be careful, Gwen. Take care. Oh, that's right. I do something a little bit like that, Carrie Ann.
Left hand is receiving for most people.
Yeah, you need a release then, Sophie. Something more in depth. Maybe just do a little channel for yourself if you've got. I think you've got your level one, so you've got a channel for yourself. Hi, Karen.
Hey, Karen.
Hi, Sonia.
Hey, Sonia.
Yeah, take some time, Sophie, and do it. Maybe burn some incense or a candle while you do it too. Try to purify the space a little bit. I was just watching your TikTok where you were talking about did a stitch with the girl who was asking what people do that don't drink on the weekends. I thought that was cute. Welcome, Fairy. Thanks for coming. Well, what's funny is Sophie talks about not being hungover on the weekends. There was a period there when I was in burnout with everything going on with COVID and stuff that I was like, my default was on my days off was to at least have three or four, and now I almost don't even have a taste for it.
Yeah.
Like, between getting into Reiki and talking to a counselor, it's like I just can't even really force myself to want to drink. It's just not enjoyable anymore.
Yeah.
You know.
I'll have one every now and then, but it's like a very rare occurrence.
But we went out for lunch after the aquarium, and I had a couple of ciders, and that was like more than I've had probably in a month. So
Yeah, I would say if I do, it's like a wine cooler.
yeah. Oh, yep. Up in Michigan, there we're gonna get the hide and seek champion. So we have a lot of distilleries and breweries in Michigan, and I have a few bottles that I bought a while ago, and they're just sitting there gathering dust at this point because I haven't even opened them.
Yeah.
Joyful, how's it going? Gotta be careful. My mom has a cat, and if I rub my eyes the wrong way, I end up itching the whole night because I'm still allergic. I don't mind. I like the cat, but
Yeah. Tree.
I'm not winking, I'm blinking. You all right, Mom? Would you just wait until I'm done and I will take care of it for you? Thank you.
I would too, prep.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
Jinx, you're fine.
The brush.
She has a beautiful black cat named Jinx, and she's such a sweetheart. I grew up around black cats. People always have those superstitions, but I've never had it because they've had at least two black cats since I was born. So
My in-laws have two cats and one's all black.
mhm. Well, every cat's got a personality, and this one's just a trip. Like she's been basically every time I take my shoes off when I come in the house, she just plops right down on them. She's got to guard them for me, keep them warm. Everybody's got to have a flavor for something there, Huntress. Like I said, I started out with certain things, and I think I've started to figure out even genetically some things just don't sit well with me.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I'm glad now that I've kind of moved away from it. Oh, Georgie and Beanie, I love it. Those are great cat names.
That's cute.
There we go. Feels like we're moving a little more smooth now. Mikey, aw. Love it. Aw. Come on, Jinx, you can come say hi.
I know, Miss
Come on, Jinx.
Mabel.
Aw. Come on, Jinx. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Come on, sweet pea.
Joe. We don't want you sitting up there.
Black cat. Sometimes that's the best name.
What, Jason?
No, one of the people on the live heard they had a stray black cat, and they just named it Black Cat. All right, I'm due for a water break.
Martha still eat my hair. Today she walked straight across my face, the entire bed, but she had to walk right across my face. And I'm like you, like I'm so allergic to cats, and like if I touch my eyes, they swell, they get red, and it was just
Yeah.
like her like cat pooch just like dragged across my face. I was like, come on, Molly.
Well, with the day we got here, I must have rubbed my eye or something. My son said I looked stoned. My eyes were so red.
I've gone to work late now. I'm like, I swear I'm good.
Yeah. Trip hazard. Yeah, they're good at that too. Oh. I don't know if it's me or is somebody having gallbladder pain or pancreas pain. Is anybody in the group feeling that today? Because I don't have a gallbladder anymore, but I still get pain like right up in here. So shells on your left side. Okay. Well, my pain's on the right. Did you have laparoscopic there, Raven? That's what mine was. Well, maybe, Melissa. I mean, sometimes when you have a distance session like this, well, I'm picking it up from somebody. I knew what you meant, Sophie. Yep. Nature Direct Co. I think they were on here a little bit ago.
They were. I don't know if they still are. If someone can put their at, please.
Well, with it being in the belly, that's a hard one to diagnose. So many different possibilities it could be. That's the part that makes it tough. When we do a hydration break, and then we can bring out our friends.
Yep.
Oh my goodness! Ow!
Now I can do magnets, or I can double fist amethyst.
Whichever you prefer. I'm
What
not
do you
gonna
guys
take.
want? Amethyst or magnets? You
Don't have
guys vote.
let them vote. But you used a term that can be taken the wrong way, so I'm just gonna not leave it. I'm not gonna open
I
that one
figured
up.
you'd
So.
appreciate that.
Uh-oh, Sophie's gonna get us kicked off the live here.
Amy, okay. We got the two giant points.
Oh, that's right. You got those beautiful ones. Those are gorgeous. I still haven't got the technique for holding them yet. Just right.
It takes a bit to figure them out.
Well, I was watching Samantha the other day, and she kind of does like across her hands a little bit more like this, which works
Yeah,
better for me. I mean, I have long fingers, so you'd think it would work this way, but it doesn't always want to hold that way. There we go.
yeah. These are from Nature Direct Co. Yes.
And they are so pretty. I like that one you showed last night, that with the rainbow in it. That's real. That's so pretty.
You
Man,
see
that
it?
is so cool.
There it is.
Yep. Yep.
Or is it this side? I can never tell which. Oh, there it is. My arms will definitely hurt tomorrow. These like a pound or 2 pounds each.
That's what she said. Had to go there. It depends on who you talk to, Sarah, and I think that's the part of the problem. Because different clinicians are going to say different things.
Definitely did. Trish.
I'm not sure if it was the shiver or that flower agate, but I was really sweating for a bit there. I'm cooling
Yeah,
down now.
more too.
What do you want? Useless
Yeah.
But like you said, Chris, if you're going to think it, I'm going to say it out loud. So,
You're done. I'm not rushing you.
Jinxie, honey, I'll brush you when we're done, okay? Do you know,
Sometimes
Nicole?
amethysts vary based on location. So, like, I have Veracruz amethyst, which is based out of like a very specific spot in Mexico. Um, I think it's really more of a location or like a grading. I don't have any violet flame amethyst. I'll look up why it's called violet flame amethyst because I'm certified in violet flame Reiki, but I didn't know there was like a specific amethyst for it.
You're welcome. I'm assuming it's Katie Baker, Beatty Caker.
Yes, I'm in. Yeah.
Are they darker like this, Huntress?
Just a minute.
Ooh. No fun when I behave. Aw, come on, Beck. I can't get us in trouble every week,
There.
Especially if you want this to be continued every week.
right? If you want it to be a weekly phenomenon, I gotta behave sometimes.
I'm here.
But we already joked that like Nicole and I would pull our magnets from different places and act like we just pulled them out. Oh, oh
We're gonna send them, pass them through.
yeah. My root chakra is good and clear now.
Now you're back here.
Wrecked him, darn near killed him. All right, Becca, I step back up. You better be ready. I turned it back on. Costochondritis. I have costochondritis there, Shell. So I just go anti-inflammatories when it gets bad. But I will say that now that I've been doing Reiki and I've had a few emotion code sessions, that really makes a difference too. I think some of what I was carrying was just a heart wall. I had a session with Samantha on Friday. I think she's 16 trapped emotions in my heart wall.
There. Now you should be first.
So
Okay.
it's really good, Matt or Janet. She does a great job. I was told I cleared it. It feels a lot lighter. I definitely had a big smile on my face. Well, I'm unusual in having it as late as I do. A lot of us, it must run in my family, Trish, because they say that typically you outgrow it in your teenage years, but I've never outgrown it. So, oh, no kidding, Trish. Yeah, you and I are pretty close in age. I think I was in my 20s when they figured out what it was. I keep not wanting to rub my eye with my hands because I don't want to make my eyes itch tonight.
Yeah.
Costochondritis, Sarah. It's an inflammation of the cartilage between your sternum and your ribs. There's several of us on here that have it. They were asking if I had anything that helps it. Well, that's how I finally had it diagnosed, is when I went to the ER, Trish.
Here's our amethyst.
What, Mom?
I have the same thing.
I know you do. That's why I said it's genetic. Oh, excuse me.
But
Right? Yeah, I think mine too, sir. I had a full cardiac workup and an EKG and nothing else fit. Especially because the one way they really, at least for me, was diagnosed was it's reproducible. Typically, cardiac pain is not reproducible. Yeah, those are just so cool. Your amethysts are just so pretty.
I don't know if they have more of these or if they were getting more of them in.
That's a nice pair you got there, Nicole.
Thanks.
I got to keep it up for Becca. She wants that humor. So, yeah, if you push on the chest wall, yep, exactly, Sarah. Yeah. Where'd Becca go? I had that one for us. Like, I wouldn't mind getting my hands on those, right? Like, you want to get your hands on my rocks? I've got a few. You know it just for you, Becca. Y'all, we occasionally record audio in the Telegram, and I got to tell you, Becca's got the cutest voice. She's such a sweetheart. She recorded one for us the other day, and I was like, oh, I just love listening to that little bit of honey south she had in there. Costochondritis is the name of the condition, Mandy. Oh, love you, girlfriend. Uh-oh. Crap that she scrolled down to another universe. So
Welcome back.
you've left the Reiki zone. Doo doo.
Thank you, Huntress.
Yeah, it's the cartilage between your sternum and your ribs. So the costa, like right in here is where I get it. You can push on it and you can feel it getting worse, like I am right now while I'm pushing on it.
Does that have like a similar feelings when you get, was it pleurisy or whatever? The lining of the, it's like that kind of sharp pinching pain. I get that sometimes, but they always
It's a
told me it
little
was
more
the
dull.
pleurisy.
Yeah, pleurisy is a little bit sharper. The costochondritis is a little bit more dull. but they have to do like the full cardiac workup to rule it out. At least they did for
Yeah.
me. That wasn't Asper that turned the light on. That was my mom.
You're gonna go let people go back. Who the heck is Asper?
Right? Yeah, and you know what sucks about it too, Trish, is that when you get a little bit of anxiety mixed in with it too, then that just makes it even worse. That's like when we get a call for chest pain, even when it's a young female that you'd think, oh, it's probably not her heart. We still have to go ahead and do the full EKG because it's going to be that one time when we don't do our due
Yeah,
diligence, we're going to miss it. Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing this long enough as a paramedic that I don't underestimate people's complaints because it's quote just anxiety. I mean, I can get that if you're like me and asthmatic with a touch of anxiety, I usually do pretty well, but all you got to do is start having trouble breathing and then your brain gets into it because you're anxious and now you have more trouble breathing and it's just a spiral. So
yeah,
I definitely give them a lot of props for that. And so a lot of it sometimes is I use a psychological first aid as much as it is actually anything medical that I do, you know. It's
yeah.
just empathizing, first of all, that I get that you've got something going on, and then let's kind of work through it together, you know?
I've literally gone to the ER for anxiety and panic
Mhm.
attacks and told the doctor, I have anxiety. It's probably anxiety, but until you run all your tests, my anxiety is going to keep thinking it's something worse. They're like,
Mhm.
okay, let's run the test.
Yep. It only takes one time to miss something for somebody to have a
Yep.
bad outcome. Yeah, that's good.
Whew, feeling that one.
Yeah, Janet, every provider we really try to not get complacent because we see the same thing repetitively in what we do. And it's not always the same patient, but it's the same age or the same biological makeup, or so you get to where you're like, oh, it's just this. It's like we have to do our due diligence. And I'll give you a good example of that. My wife, we brought her in a few years ago for rapid heart rate, and the thing that day was the ER doctor ran one last blood test for thyroid stimulating hormone, and that was the one that we figured out that she had Graves' disease. And if he wouldn't have done that one last test, we would have probably still been wondering why is she having this heart rate issue, but it was a thyroid problem. And this doctor did the right thing and figured out what it was. So somebody says, yeah, in the clinic they do it even with anxiety. Absolutely, Bella, 100%. You have to.
Okay, and the yawns already. Holy moly.
Too early for that.
I know.
Chelsea's doing great now. She's regulated and she's able to take a medication to keep it from flaring up rather than having had surgery. She hasn't had the iodine or anything. So we've been very fortunate. Is Kelly here? Hey, what's up?
Hey, Kelly.
I'll be honest, Nicole. I still feel like when I'm not doing it right when I work with you because you've been doing it for so long. Like somebody said, "Can you do it wrong?" It's like I'm not doing it as good as Nicole.
Yeah, but you gotta get out of your own head. You're going with the energy where you're feeling it.
I
There's
know,
really no right or wrong way.
I know, but it's still when you have somebody that's just gifted. You know, it's like you don't want to let them down when they've trusted you with their knowledge. So you
Not
got a
let me
good
down at
teacher.
all. Very proud. And I
Thank
watch
you.
so many people on here too, and everyone has their own unique style.
Oh
You got
yeah,
to make it
sure,
yours for sure.
right.
Hey, Deanna.
Hello. I've heard of the phrenic nerve condition. I'm not as familiar with it, but I know what you're talking about. Thanks, Prep. You're always so supportive, and I sure appreciate it.
Prep, when you gonna hop on?
Right? We'll we can get a three-way going, Prep.
Prep and
Be the
Mona.
There you go. Wow. Now we're talking.
I think I can do. I think 4 at a time is what you can do. Uh,
That's like the joke the guy asked his wife, "You ever had five guys?" And she says, "All at once." Not like like five guys at the burger joint. You ever done five guys all at once?
yes, Prep. Take care of yourself first and foremost, for sure.
Right? That's what everybody was waiting for right there, was us to start wheezing laughing. Come for the
Max
Reiki,
had to
stay
do
for the
that earlier
wheezing.
today.
Aw. You'll find that light, Huntress. There's always that light in the darkness. It's always darkest right before daylight. You definitely should, Mona. You've got plenty
Yes,
of crystals.
Mona.
We know you got the crystals. We know but you've been opening them when you can hide them.
Definitely no shortage there.
Nope. So I'm going to go ahead just with mine. I know some folks that have seen my lives, I like to kind of work through the 7 chakras and send the negative energy into the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that while we're finishing up. So
I'm going to hydrate and I'm going to switch back to selenite.
yep, sounds good.
Never enough, Mona.
Oh.
I'm dropping stuff. Oh, Bella missed the jokes. I mean, Becca missed the jokes.
Bella, you're about where most of us are. Enjoy dinner, Shell. Have a good night.
Good night.
Owning horses are eating Lay's potato chips, right? Can't have just one crystal. Gotta have all the crystals. The friend that took me for coffee this morning said that there's a shop about 25 minutes from downtown that she wants to take me to next time we're here that has a bunch of crystals and things because I showed her my shop. There's a place I go in town that has like, witchy stuff. And so she's like, I'm going to take you to my witchy shop. I'm like, that sounds like a plan. So,
That's cool.
yeah.
I feel like I have to sneeze. My God. The nose tickles.
Those nose whoops are making you sneeze. Yep. Got almost
Unless you
20,000
would.
likes. And that's a lot of boops.
Whoop, whoop.
29 again, Mona? 29th birthday? That's where I stopped. So, what did I do? Open up a door again, Trish? I don't know. Something I didn't walk through this time.
Oh, maybe Sophie sneezed for me.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Sophie. Uh,
It came and went for me. I never sneezed. It must have been you.
mm. Oh, there it was. Ooh, good crack. You lost it too? Wow, wow. Ooh, felt that in the back of my neck.
It burns, yeah. It's like made my eyes water for a minute. It tickled.
Oh. Mm. Oh, I've got some of that for my mom too, Trish. I got her for in bulk. I buy cases so that she doesn't have to go to the store and get it all the time. The worst is the sneeze cough. Yeah, those are terrible for me.
I've had the burp hiccups before at the same time. Those hurt too.
Oh, yeah, those are bad too.
Like that double like regurgitation.
Well, prep. My mom's here by herself. She has great neighbors, but I feel just for me, it's like an obligation as the oldest child to take care of her. So I got to do that. Right, Mom?
That's right. Das ist richtig.
Das stimmt, Mutti.
Die alte Mutter. Die junge Mutter.
Never thought about doing German Reiki, but I could probably start doing that too.
Yeah, go on during the day when it's nighttime there.
Yeah.
5
I think they're what, 5? I think they're 5 hours ahead of us now
or
with the
6, yeah.
stupid time change garbage. They did go forward too? Oh, I didn't think so.
Hey, cookies. The Jim and Jinx got covered, yeah. Is it Jinx or Jace?
The
The
cat is
cat.
Jinx.
Jinx.
Jinx. Ja, ich spreche Deutsch, Becca. Es war mein Nebenfach an der Universität. Und meine Familie kommt aus Deutschland. It's the opposite of magnetism when you talk about energy. If you think about the opposite poles attract and magnetism, well, in energy, positive energy. Oh, there you go, Prep. Dreiecke hat mein Hut. Wenn es hat nicht Dreiecke, dann es ist nicht mein Hut. Mein Hut, hat Dreiecke, Dreiecke hat mein Hut. That's going to be an earworm for tonight now. A really good one for that. If you like, I don't know, maybe you wouldn't like war movies, Becca, but they did that movie Das Boot about the U-boat during World. And that with the, I sometimes put the subtitles on. So I've been doing Duolingo since I got back from Germany the last time. So I froze. No, I didn't. Did I?
You look
Trish
fine to
says I
me.
froze. Maybe it's just because I was standing still. At least if I did freeze, hopefully I wasn't doing something obnoxious or awkward. Now Sophie says I froze too.
It was fine on my end.
Hmm. Okay.
Is he
For a
back
few
now?
seconds. Oh,
Or is he still
I'll move my
frozen?
fingers so it looks like I'm doing something.
Clear
Janet says we're
here.
good. Prep says
Just
briefly for a
briefly.
little bit. Trish had 20 seconds. The convo stopped. Well, I think we're close to wrapping anyway, guys. So
Yeah.
y'all, let me translate for you folks down south. Y'all, we're almost finished. We're fixing to wrap up.
Yeah, I was gonna say fixing.
Fixing to wrap up. Y'all can just hang tight there for a bit. I gotta go. I gotta remember I'm also multilingual in the United States. I told you all my family's from down there. I may be living up here, y'all, but I'm from my people's just from down there, and we living in them hills. We the Appalachian hillbillies. Had the discussion the other day at dinner with my uncles and their families that I'm a dangerous one because I'm an educated hillbilly now. So I got too much book learning for my own good. So and I know better when y'all say bless your heart, you gonna be in trouble. So
Yeah, it's a multi-purpose phrase.
it is. Yep.
Not always good.
You do too, prep? Yeah, it's my dad's people were in the Western Virginia and Eastern Kentucky, and then his mom's side were, Southern Kentucky. So that's our people. Yeah.
Fausta.
That's we lived in Northeast Ohio for a while, and they used to use yuns all the time. Are you trying to offend me by putting that N word in there? That's offensive. That's
No,
just
we're done.
offensive. I may live up here, but that don't. But you know what they say: a cat can have a kitten in the ovens, but we wouldn't call them biscuits. So Irish goodbye, yeah, it's like the Midwest goodbye too. It takes you an hour to say goodbye in the Midwest too. It's that. Well, you got to slap your hands and stand up and say
Jingle the
goodbye to
keys.
everybody for an hour. So feels like that energy's moving better now from my perspective. What I could feel a lot clearer.
Yeah, feels better to me too.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'd forgotten about that, Sophie. You look up and hey, where'd they go? Oh, Irish goodbye. Oh, you got it. You know what I'm saying then. French Canadian and Floridian, that's quite a mix. Love it. Love it. One more hydration.
Yep. Hmm. You know, I'm at my sound northern.
I lost a lot of my accent as long as I've lived in Michigan, so I have weird mix of things I say.
I feel like my accent changes because I work with people who are like very heavy Southern accents, and I feel like when I'm with them, I sound more Southern, but when I'm home,
Mhm.
I don't.
Right.
I think
Yep.
it depends on who I'm around and how long I'm listening to it. I kind of mirror it.
Mhm. I say some of my words now with a lot more Michigan sound, but like my wife's from West Michigan, and they actually sound like kind of like Chicago. They have the hard A's and they like swallow syllables when they say words. Like mirror is a mirror,
Mirror, yeah.
not a mirror. It's a mirror.
Yeah.
And then what is it? And then
We
if
speak
you
in
put
cursive down here, so the words just blur together.
right. Well, I have a couple relations. Like my one uncle, it's like I've heard him my whole life. So when he starts getting like that mush mouth kind of Southern accent, I'm like, I
Yeah.
got you. I got you. I know what you said.
Yeah, Louisiana for sure has,
I
especially like
guarantee.
even the bio, I can't understand that at all.
It's like that guy on the Water Boy. Oh yeah, Bobby Boucher, moon that Bobby Boucher.
Uh,
uh,
yeah, that is an empathic thing, and you do it to make people feel more comfortable with you. You mirror them.
yeah, sure. Hmm.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine Janet trying to understand your.
When we first moved down to South Carolina, we went to get like groceries somewhere, and the guy who was checking us out had like a bio Louisiana accent, and there was a guy bagging for him, and the cashier kept asking us something. We're like, huh? Like we felt bad, like we're like we don't understand this. We're like, oh yeah, but he kept asking and asking. The guy bagging was like, oh, he's asking if you have a store card. We were like, oh no. Sorry.
Oh, it's a pretty name, Esmeralda. That's such a pretty name
Esmeralda.
too. Yep. Yeah, I didn't think about it being an empathic or an empathic thing to mirror those accents like that. That makes sense. So
Yeah.
well, thank you, Nicole. This was awesome. I always enjoy having a chance
Thank
to go
you.
live with you.
I think the people I've spoken where they want to make it a weekly event.
Awesome. That'll be great.
Yes, we might have to adjust times because sometimes my Sundays
Yeah.
range, but we
Oh,
will
sure.
definitely make it work.
Absolutely. No problem.
Thank you guys for jumping on with us, and be proud of yourselves for showing up and getting some healing. I hope
Thank
everyone
you,
has a
everybody.
wonderful start to your week. Have a good Monday, and I will be live tomorrow night. Are
No,
you
I'll
live
be home
tomorrow
by
at
then to
all?
see you. So I should be back home by then.
Okay,
So
perfect. All right. Love you guys.
bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.